Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. This book is by James Clear, where he explains how to build good habits and break bad ones. Hi, welcome back to Billionaires Book Club. This is the first episode in the series where we talk about things like business, finance, relationships, life in general, things like that. These are books that I've read over the years, and if you're trying to grow in those kinds of areas, hopefully this series will help you. Whether it's losing weight, building a business, writing a book, winning a championship, or achieving any other goal, we put pressure on ourselves to make some earth-shattering improvement that everyone will talk about. This is one of the first lines in the book, and from the first section, he talks about the 1% rule. Constantly, over time, upgrading little things so that you, over time, improve in drastic measures. Just trying to get 1% better every single day, you'll end up being 37 times better at whatever you're doing. Look at it kind of like this way. It's kind of like a graph. It consistently goes up the more you constantly multiply because it's compounding over time. If you get 1% better and better and better, over a year, you're going to be vastly better at whatever you're trying to do. Versus the opposite, where if you get 1% worse, after about a year, you will be relatively at zero. You will be way worse off than you started, and it'll happen actually a lot faster. Little changes compound over time, whether good or bad, they do. It's not the big grandiose things that make who you are. It's the little things over time where you improve constantly, little bits at a time, that make you vastly better in different areas of your life, whether it be relationships, business, finance, life in general, anything that you're doing. The 4 laws. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. After you've listed off those 4 laws, we'll start with the first one. Law 1, make it obvious. Put fewer steps between you and the good behaviors, and then more steps between you and the bad behaviors. This is one of the main principles from the book, and what he's basically saying is that environment is key here. For example, I used to drink maybe, those like canned Sprites? I used to drink maybe 6 of those a day. It was very bad, very unhealthy for me. And it was because I have this mini fridge in my office where I'll go to it and I'll just, whenever I'm bored or thirsty, let's be honest, it's mostly bored, I'll go there and I'll grab a Sprite and I'll drink it. Now this might sound like a tangent, I promise it's not. I'd go there, I'd get a Sprite, I'd drink it, and then in about half a minute, I'd want another one and I'd go back. And it would sit on my desk, and because it was in arm's reach, I'd go back and get another one. That would happen about 6 to 8 times a day, and it was terrible. So since I've stopped buying Sprite, what I would do is, in my environment, I'd put water in that mini fridge. Or I'd leave them in the kitchen so that I had to, get up and make like a whole effort. But once I did, the only drinks that were in my view and in my grasp was just water. And so now since then, I've drank so much more water. We'll come back to this example in just a second. The second law is to make it attractive. Make your habits irresistible. The best way that I can explain this is a little equation. I'm a math person. It's a little equation that was in the book where after I do the current habit, I will do the habit that I need to do. And then after the habit I need to do, I will do the habit I want. You find something that if I need to be productive in a certain area of my life, I do something that I want after I've completed the thing that I need to do. After I do 30 minutes of work, I take a 5-minute break, do some push-ups, go around, do whatever I want, maybe make a snack, something like that. When you're doing something that you need to do, reward yourself even in the little ways. Because then what it does is it then pushes you to say, I'll just get through this so that I can enjoy the thing that I want to be doing afterwards. The third law, make it easy. Once you create an environment that makes it obvious and attractive, actually doing it just simply pushes you into that habit formation. Making it easy, making it simple. Don't make it too complicated. Let's go back to my water bottle example for just a second. The way that I make it obvious is the fact that it's the only thing I can drink. And the way I make it easy is it's right in arm's reach. It's in my fridge. It's right next to me. I can very easily just lean over, grab one, and put it on my desk. I don't even have to get up now. I make it attractive by, let's say, listening to a song while I drink it, watching a bit of a YouTube video, watching my favorite show. Whatever I'm doing at the time, I make it attractive by doing that. And then to make it easy, there's less friction because it's right there. It's easy to access, and it's easy to do, and it's not too complicated. I'm not saying I need to drink 50 waters in a day. Make it easy, make it an easy habit. Just say 1. And what ends up happening usually is when you say, I just need 1, you end up drinking 2 or 3 because you've already done the 1 and you feel that dopamine from it. We'll also touch on this a little bit later in the video. The fourth law is to make it satisfying. What is immediately rewarded is repeated. what is immediately punished is avoided. I think it kind of speaks for itself. When you're trying to create a habit, the things you want to be doing make it super easy. For example, when I go to the gym, I drink some kind of drink that I actually enjoy. Usually an energy drink, something maybe a little more sugary than I should be drinking. I drink water as well, but I usually drink a drink that I'm enjoying. Why? Because I only do that at the gym. I drink water every other time of day, but I only do that while I'm at the gym. So what I know is when I am driving to the gym, I pass by that store right in front of it, and I get to drink something fun while I'm at the gym, and I actually get to enjoy me being there. When I talk to people about building better habits, one of the first things that I always hear is that they say they don't have the time to finish things. And when they try to build a habit, they never end up actually getting to the finish line. They never have the habit built, or if they do, it only lasts a couple of days or maybe a couple weeks at best. Going to the gym is a perfect example of this. We've all tried the whole New Year's thing where we try to go to the gym and it never really works. One thing that I see, I'll give you some examples, is cleaning the whole house, running an entire marathon, or running multiple miles, or starting an entire show and podcast, or writing a whole book. They have these whole huge grandiose goals, which is good to a certain extent. But what we're trying to do, and he says this in the book, is we're trying to turn those goals into processes, and then using those processes to complete our goals. So, and the way we use those systems is by doing little things consecutively. So, for example, if you want to clean your whole house, don't think about cleaning your whole house. Just clean your desk. That's it. Because then that takes maybe 2 minutes. He talks about it saying the 2-minute rule. Clean your desk, and then go clean the bathroom, and then maybe just clean the counter off of one side of the kitchen, and then do some of the dishes, or at least start the dishwasher. Do little things that take maybe 2 minutes, and it won't feel this overarching daunting task. You don't have to clean the whole house, just clean something small. Write a page. Don't write a whole book, just write a page. Just start writing. Just do something that takes maybe 2 minutes. If you're trying to make a podcast, just maybe write an episode, or maybe just write about a topic, or if you think of something, jot it down, make a few notes. 2 minutes maximum. If you're trying to run a huge whole marathon, just run for 2 minutes. Just go for a quick jog. You find that each of those things don't actually take too long. They only take about 2 minutes. Starting is the hard part. Stopping can sometimes even be harder though. When you start by cleaning your desk, it just takes 2 minutes. But what I've noticed, at least what ends up happening with me, is once I start saying, I'm gonna just pick up everything off the floor, I pick everything up, but then I need somewhere to put it. So I put it either in the laundry bin, or I take out the trash, or I'll make my bed so I have somewhere to put it. I'll give you an example. Speaking of making my bed, I make my bed every single morning. It takes about 30 seconds. And that's a habit I've built over time because it takes less than 2 minutes. I feel productive. And it starts off my day with something complete. And also, it goes back to that whole Navy SEAL, you remember that motivational video? That's what it goes back to.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed.
A few more anecdotes really quick that I found in the book that might help you kind of move over that edge. Is never miss twice. For example, going to the gym. If you miss one time, make sure to go that next time. Don't ever skip the gym twice, because what ends up happening, I also like to go, I don't like going every day, I try to go every other day, but the problem with that is that if I miss a day, I'm going 3 days without the gym. And I try not to go any more than 3 days without the gym. Another anecdote is knowing somebody is watching you can be a very powerful motivator. We'll go back to the gym example. If you're going with a partner, or you know somebody's waiting at the gym on you, it's a much bigger motivator. It's a much bigger motivator to actually get up and go to the gym than just knowing that you don't have to go because no one will really miss you. Another one is that habits are not the finish line to cross, but a lifestyle to live. Most of your life, about 90% of your life, is made up by tiny little habits that you just automatically do. The goal is not to go to the gym 10 times and then that be it. The goal is to go to the gym 3 times a week for as long as you can. Because what ends up happening is if you're just going 10 times, you can complete that, a week and a half, then be done, and then never go to the gym again. What's the point? You're not gonna get the same outcome that you probably want than if you go consistently over time. It's the little things that compound. And the fourth thing is, this was a whole section in the book, but I'm only gonna talk about it briefly, is pointing and calling. He talks about this a lot in the book, and I love the concept where if you point at something and you say, you're ever leaving your house and you're like wallet, keys, phone, you ever do that? You say that so that you don't forget, because when you're saying wallet and you feel your wallet and you see your wallet, and then you say keys and you feel your keys and you see your keys, and then phone and you do the same thing, you'll never forget them. So pointing out things, calling them out, and actually acknowledging something builds those habits greater. I really recommend you read that section of the book. That one definitely, there's a lot more there than I think I can condense into this video. Okay, so focus on creating systems and not just goals. I touched on this a little bit in just the previous section, but I want to talk about it just a little bit more. There's a couple problems that pop up whenever you're focusing on setting goals and you're not actually creating systems. One is that winners and losers actually have the same goals. For example, we'll go back to the going to the gym thing. People, let's say, New Year's. New Year's is a perfect example. You go to sign up for the gym at New Year's, and anybody that actually goes to the gym consistently knows it's annoying at New Year's because so many people come in that have never been to the gym. Now here's the thing, these winners and losers, people that go to the gym, people that don't go to the gym consistently, they actually all have the same goal, and that's to get in shape. The difference is the people that actually consistently go to the gym every single day or every other day versus the people that go for the 1 month of January and then fail by February. Every athlete wants to win. Every businessman wants to make money. Every actor wants that role. The difference is the people that are actually willing to go out and get it and that have systems in place that help them achieve those goals versus just the one-offs or the people that are just trying once or twice and don't build that habit. The other problem arises is it's only a momentary change. Your happiness is kind of dependent on if you reach that goal. That's no state to live. For example, your happiness should not be dependent on numbers, analytics, goals that can be set, but rather the journey in getting there. If you enjoy the habit and you're happy doing the habit, you're much more likely to achieve your goals that way. But secondly, you're actually enjoying it. Yes, it might be fun to hit 100 subs on YouTube, have $10,000 saved up, things like that. But if you're enjoying adding $100 a week, if you're having fun with that, or every 20 subs you celebrate or something like that, you're actually enjoying the process and the system than the goal itself, and then that helps you create a better habit. The second problem is achieving the goal is only a momentary change. What ends up happening when you're setting goals is that you set something, you achieve it, and then something switches and you go to that next one. You're in this constant state. That also brings us to our third problem is happiness. Your happiness is dependent on getting to those goals, so you're unhappy up until the point you reach them. But it's kind of like setting an insane goal, reaching it, and then you kind of wonder what's next because you're no longer happy. The fourth thing is goals are at odds with long-term progress. If my goal is to go to the gym 10 times, that's at odds with the long-term effect of wanting to get into shape. In order to get into shape, I need to show up every single day for months, if not years. So, in order to do that, you have to be consistent over time with the little things. Not just going 10 times, but going 20 to 30 times a month. It's the little thing. A quote that I love in the book is, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems." I want to do the outro, but not on the floor. Hold on. If you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like. If you guys want to see more of Billionaires Book Club, this is a series that I actually am very excited to do because a lot of my friends, and even, from time to time, I struggle to read books. I have a very big shelf with a lot of books that I still haven't read. And I read a lot, okay? But a lot of my friends, they said that they wanted to see some books and, they wanted to know what a book said without actually having to read it. And I get that. And, sometimes you don't actually get the full grasp of what a book is saying from just the reviews. So I wanted to come on here and create a series where I could show different books that I like, different things that, help me in finance, business, relationships, life, religion, things like that. And so I hope this series will help you. If you do want to read along, I know we kind of skipped this episode, but if you guys do want to read along, I'm going to be releasing these periodically. But yeah, if you guys want to read the next book, the next episode is going to be about the 4-Hour Work Week, a great book that I've been reading through. And I'm going to be making another one of these videos on. So if you guys do like that, check out that book. It's going to be, every notes and show notes and everything are going to be linked down in the description. So if you guys want to see that. Yeah, if you guys want to read that in advance and leave your notes and things like that in the comment section. If you have read this book, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if I missed anything, or if there's a point you would have touched on more, or concepts you think I might have missed or liked. And yeah, other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios.